Hey everybody, BrickLoot here today with another episode of Ask Brick. So Ask Brick is my Q&A show here on YouTube where you ask me questions about, life, YouTube, Lego, anything really at all, and I answer them in a weekly format of Q&A. So I actually filmed this video already, today's video. I made a full Q&A, just regular questions and answers that I got from last week's video. But then last night I was actually watching a podcast. It's Bricks and Bits from, M&R, Just Too Good, and Brickitect. Really cool podcast. I watch it every week. It's a great over an hour podcast where I get to kind of build Lego and listen to some really cool people talk about Lego and what's going on kind of in the community. And last night they had a really interesting discussion that I have a whole list of questions kind of about this topic that I've never really addressed. I don't know, I just haven't got into it. But this comment kind of inspired me to kind of talk about it because they had a really great discussion last night. And while this video is not really going to be responding to that comment, it's just going to give my opinion about the subject. So basically the comment was addressed to M&R, and he said to M&R that he finds it stupid that he's wasted a quarter of his life around Lego. Why would you not want to socialize and find a girlfriend? Lego's just an expensive hobby to invest. You still live with your parents and you don't have a stable job to make enough money to support a family. As Lego collectors, you're going to let the best years of your life slip by for Lego. You got to find something that's more fulfilling than Lego, such as socializing and hanging out with friends and building stronger relationships. Yeah, that's basically the comment. It's a really long comment. Definitely somebody's got some issues around kind of the Lego hobby. But again, this video is not really kind of deep diving into the comment. Ryan and Just Too Good and Brickitect handled it really well. But again, it just inspired me to kind of talk about some comments that I normally get here on my YouTube channel that I haven't really addressed. So first off, I want to say, basically the question that I get quite a bit is, do your friends know you like Lego? Not a lot of my friends honestly do know that I like Lego. I can honestly count on one hand how many people in my life really know that I like Lego, besides friends and coworkers at an old job. Honestly, it just doesn't come up in conversation. Am I scared to tell them? Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, a little, because I haven't told them. I don't know. It started off between grade 7 and grade 8. I went through this really weird stage of telling everybody I like Lego to being absolutely mortified if people knew, and it was like a very fine line. Got so bad a few years ago, I started using 2 separate phones, one for Lego and one for personally related. That was a disaster, and you could just see my YouTube channel and engagement within the community dipping because I was never checking the Lego phone just because I was like, oh, I don't know. It was just a weird thing. But my friends don't really know I like Lego. I rarely bring it up around people. Sometimes it's hard to explain. Like, some of my best friends in the world that I've traveled the world with, been to multiple countries with them, they don't know I'm into Lego. Sometimes it's hard to explain to friends where I am. My studio is about 20 minutes from where I actually live. I live in a building with a bunch of my friends. We all live in the same building. And sometimes they call and where are you? You're not in your room. And I'm like, I'll be there in 20 minutes. I have to, Uber there as fast as I can kind of thing, or I'll just say I'm studying on campus or somewhere like that. Trying to explain why I flew all the way to Denmark or went to Philadelphia every April was challenging. I always just made up, I don't know, I hate calling it a lie because I'm the worst liar in the world, but at the same time when it came to where I was, why I was in Denmark, why I was in Philadelphia, it was always a family thing or things like that. How I could explain why I was in my studio a lot when somebody would look up my location online. Oh, I'm visiting, a friend from back home. I don't know. It's kind of a circle. It's a vicious circle you get into. If my friends all kind of found out that I like Lego, I don't think I would be too mortified at this point. Not like a few years ago where I would have felt like the world was crashing down. I think Justin, Ryan, and Greg are in very different categories there. I think most of their friends do know they like Lego, and that's totally okay. It's gotten to the point where now I'm in third year university. This is my schedule this week. I'm a very busy guy, and that's just not me to show you flex on my schedule because it sucks. But for that comment to say that you don't have time to do Lego and socialize, that is fully not true. I set out 3 hours of my day today to come here to my studio. I'm gonna go to the Lego store after this. Do some building Lego. I have 3 hours today to be in my studio. Tomorrow, I might not have any time to be in my studio. Wednesday, I'm going to try and sneak in 9 o'clock, just because my day is so busy. And then again, Thursday, I'll try and sneak in for a few hours. Like, it's really hard to find the time to kind of balance socializing and like schoolwork and student. I'm really involved in student politics, so that's what a lot of is on my calendar. In addition to all the assignments, should I be here right now? I have 13 emails I have to respond to by the afternoon. So again, it's like one of those things, you got to find a balance. For the comment to say that you can't socialize and make Lego, that's fully not true. You see how many YouTube friends Ryan and stuff has. Most of my friends, I will say, are outside of my Lego community kind of thing. I have a lot of acquaintances in the Lego world, but no like true super close friends, and that's totally fine. Like, it's hard to find the balance. Again, with the YouTube, I'm like trying not to respond to the comment because it wasn't my comment, but at the same time, I want to give my 2 cents. YouTube is a great way. It's a lot of fun. Like, I have 2 resumes. One has my YouTube on it, saying that I got 20 million views. I've got 70,000 subscribers. I've reached this many people in this many countries, like things like that. I've also got a resume that has YouTube not on it, and it's really dependent on what I'm applying for. When I apply for like marketing jobs or student group positions that I find it relevant, I'll give them the resume with YouTube, because it's one of those things on my resume that differentiates myself from other candidates when I'm trying to get a job. I'm going to be applying to co-op, and somebody who's worked at Tim Hortons and movie theater, which are 2 jobs I've actually had, but then throw in that somebody's gotten 20 million views by themselves online. They've set their own hours, they've managed their own budgets and things like that. That's going to really set myself aside from somebody over here. And I would say I'm not in YouTube to make it a full-time job. Like, that's why I'm going to school. I'm trying to get a job in the industry. YouTube is a hobby of mine, and luckily it just helps me support the hobby. So Lego's the hobby, and YouTube's what helps support it. I definitely wouldn't have a studio in downtown Toronto and all this Lego if I didn't have YouTube, because it kind of gives me an excuse to buy Lego. At the same time, Lego's a really good investment. I could either go out to happy hour, with my friends tonight. It would cost me $15. Or I could buy a $15 Lego set, build it, make a video on it, so I get to enjoy building it. I get to make a video on it, which I enjoy. Get to upload the video. I get to make revenue off that video, which often pays for the set. And then I also, in 5 years, if I want to sell that $15 set, odds are I'll be able to get $15 for the set, because it's old now. Lego's a good investment. It's not like $15 here where I drink it away and it's gone. It's $15 where, again, I get to build it, review it, edit it, have fun, and then sell it maybe. Like, it's, I don't sell Lego a lot, but I could. And that's why when growing up, people found out that I was really into Lego, and they found out how much money I spent on Lego. They'd ask my parents if they're okay with that. And my dad's all answer was, well, you could be spending money on drugs. And I think you just got to remember that sure, at least you know where my money's going. Like, I'm not wasting it away. Somebody also asked, this is a common question, do you ever get hate for liking Lego? That was from Zippy Cohen. Honestly, from the amount, like, as I said, not many people know I like Lego, but from the people who do, as I said, count on 5 fingers, nobody's ever given me hate on it, and often they'll try and like flex it or like brag about it for me because they think it's such a cool thing that I do. I agree, I think it's pretty cool, I really like it, to be able to put on my resume, to be able to tell people I've generated 20 million views, 700 or 70,000 subscribers, like things like that. It's a really cool thing to add, but at the same time, I just don't advertise it, kind of a lot. It's one of those things. It's a really hard balance. I hope this video is making actually some sense and not just kind of me rambling on about the comment. I just thought it was a really interesting discussion that they had, and I kind of wanted to give my 2 cents and answer the questions that I don't normally talk about. Like, no, my friends don't really know I like Lego. If they found out, I'm not going to be mortified or devastated, but at the same time, I'm not, going around and advertising it. I enjoy having my escape. I enjoy being involved in student politics, and like, student politics are messy. Sometimes they're not always fun. Other times somebody's trying to attack your position or something like that. But then coming here and getting to escape, like, I still have my phone. I can still, the other day I was here filming a video, and in the middle of the video, a friend called me and they're like, we're going out for dinner. Do you want to come? And I was like, cool. Let me jump on the subway. I'll be right there. Like, it's definitely possible to do both. Other times a friend will call me and say, hey, want to go out for dinner? And you know what? I don't want to go out for dinner. And now I have an excuse. Sorry, I'm working. Like, I had a job part in the summer. I didn't work as many hours as I told people I would, because this is work. They'd be like, where are you going? I'd be like, oh, off to work. Okay, no questions asked. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's an interesting discussion for sure, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys kind of have to say in the comments. I thought it was cool that Justin, Ryan, and Greg took so much time to kind of talk about it in their podcast just because it was really interesting. They took theirs a bit more of a direction than I did, and I think they have very different experiences with that kind of in response to like me, like Greg's married, stuff like that. The rest of us were single, but it doesn't hinder, Lego doesn't hinder my ability to have a relationship or anything like that. That's getting a lot deeper than I want to make this video, and I know I have family watching, but no, it doesn't hinder it at all. It doesn't change anything. Lego doesn't really impact my life, my personal life a lot. Like, I'm able to find a balance. I'm able to do both. You know, if I have to make a really late night here filming a video, that's okay with me. Like, I enjoy it. I just have to balance. Like, obviously, I said their situations are different. They all make daily videos. I don't make daily videos, but they're all doing a lot more on YouTube. They're trying to make it, that is their full-time job. And you know what? This isn't my full-time job. I've got other priorities as well. So I found a balance, and I think really anybody who's kind of in our shoes can also find a balance. And I think it'd be unfair to say that, you know, Lego takes up your whole life or something like that, when you can definitely find a balance and do both. So yeah, anyway, just kind of leave your comments down in below about this topic. Like, do you tell your friends you like Lego? Do you ever get hate for liking Lego? From my experience of telling people I'm into Lego, I've never gotten hate. I don't tell a lot of people I like it, but I've never gotten hate. And if anything, I think people would, Justin was right when he said people would think, I know, having the YouTube channel is the coolest thing. And I think, as I said, any friend who walked in that door right now to see this space, I think their jaw would drop and they'd never want to leave. Like, I would have to get a couch or something like that to have, because I'd have so many people kind of wanting to hang out. But there are friends in my life who I kind of want to tell. I haven't told them yet. We'll kind of just have to see how it goes. But yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say in this video. Let me know if you want to continue the discussion down below. This is kind of my first discussion response video, so I hope I covered everything I wanted to say and didn't you know, shoot myself in the foot. But I thought it was a really interesting discussion. Thank you, Ryan, Justin, and Greg, for having it. Really awesome podcast. Please keep it up. I love watching it every week. So thanks everybody so much for watching. I will have a regular Ask Brick episode again next week. Leave your questions down in the comments below, but I'll address them, you know, in the week after, just because next week's questions are already filmed. But other than that, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and have a great day.